In the deepest rivers, where the water turns from green to midnight blue, and where currents drag entire branches downstream, a single creature thrives where others would never dare to swim. This is Golduck Silent, streamlined and made for speed. While Psyduck wanders through calm lagoons, Golduck belongs to the opposite environment: fast-moving rivers, swirling currents, submerged ravines, and cold, oxygen-rich water where only the most specialized swimmers survive. Life begins at the riverbend, where underwater stones are polished, smooth by constant flow. Here, Golduck rules not through noise or intimidation, but through effortless dominance. Its body, once round and uncertain as Psyduck, is now elongated, shaped with fluid precision. The feathers lie flat against the skin, reducing drag. Webbing between its toes extends and narrows dynamically, like natural fins. When Golduck cuts through the water, it moves like liquid metal, leaving barely a ripple. Golduck's territory is never shallow. It always begins where the land drops sharply underwater, forming a sudden trench. Along these trenches, currents accelerate, acting like underwater winds. Yet Golduck swims against them the way some birds fly against strong gales, steady, unshaken, calculated. At dawn, the water is cold. Fog rests low over the river surface, absorbing the sound of movement. Golduck surveys its domain with eyes half submerged, nostrils barely above water. Nearby, fish remain motionless, camouflaged beneath rocks. The first movement is subtle. Golduck dips deeper, then disappears. Underwater, the world transforms. Light fractures into hundreds of scattered beams. Silt lifts up like dust. Golduck glides, muscles contracting in flowing rhythm. Its legs kick with minimal motion, tail feathers adjusting to stabilize direction. Golduck accelerates not because it must, but because it can. Few aquatic beings are faster. When Golduck moves through water, the ecosystem reacts. Schools of small fish scatter. Slow, unfocused creatures drift aside. The river knows its apex swimmer has awakened. Hunting begins not with pursuit, but with positioning. Golduck positions itself at a zone where the river narrows against rocks, forcing fish into a natural funnel. It waits motionless, perfectly camouflaged against darkness. Then, with a sudden burst, Golduck strikes. The acceleration is explosive, swift enough to break through resisting currents. A splash erupts at the surface, and Golduck rises with prey between its claws. The hunted is usually silver-scaled, a fast river fish specifically adapted for rapid flow. But against Golduck, speed becomes meaningless. Golduck climbs onto a rock ledge, shakes water from its body, then consumes its prey whole. Yet hunting is only half of Golduck's power. Defense is equally calculated. When another large aquatic Pokémon, perhaps a territorial predator, approaches, Golduck does not run. It circles, it studies, it waits for mistakes. Golduck knows the river's pattern better than anything else alive. If its competitor moves upstream, Golduck positions downstream, letting current push them back. If the opponent tries to retreat, Golduck angles itself behind submerged rocks, forcing collisions. The territory is not defended with brute strength, but with mastery of flow. Golduck is not reckless. When young Psyduck travel through calmer waters nearby, Golduck patrols, ensuring the weak are not taken by larger river predators. Though silent, Golduck becomes shield, navigator, and executioner of balance. Life in deep currents changes the mind as much as the body. Golduck no longer experiences the confusion Psyduck once knew. Its senses sharpen, its neural pathways synchronize with environmental flow. Scientists believe Golduck sees micro-movement patterns beneath water, minute ripples invisible to any surface observer. When Golduck turns its head sharply, it is not reacting randomly. It is reading the water. Studies once attempted to record Golduck's predictive motion. Hydrologists placed sensors upstream and downstream along the same rivers where Golduck lived. Their devices detected shifts in water velocity seconds later than Golduck. Where humans would estimate, Golduck already knew. Biologists compare Golduck to real-world apex swimmers. River otters use flexible spines to shift direction mid-flow, a behavior mirrored almost perfectly by Golduck. Giant river fish detect vibrations through lateral body lines, just as Golduck seems to sense microcurrents. Crocodiles communicate via water displacement, a form of contact without sound. Golduck does this too, guiding smaller Psyduck with simple body positioning. Golduck's ecology extends beyond hunting and defense. It is also architect of territory. In fast waters, territory is not space. Territory is stability. Territories change by season, and Golduck adapts. When rainy months increase water volume, Golduck relocates to deeper caverns. When drought lowers water, Golduck migrates further downstream toward remaining deep channels. Golduck always chooses areas where currents are strongest, not weakest. Strength defines survival. Territory marking is subtle. Golduck scratches small grooves along submerged stones, marks visible only underwater. It also deposits scent-like biological signals carried by currents. Other aquatic creatures interpret these signals and avoid conflict. During peak dry seasons, Golduck swims upstream into waterfalls. It leaps, gripping mossy surfaces, clawing its way upward with incredible force. In nature, this movement resembles salmon migration, except Golduck does it not to spawn, but to conquer deeper waters with better prey availability. Hunting intensifies at midday, when sunlight penetrates water with strongest clarity. Golduck dives beneath passing schools of fish, driving them upward. Then it strikes from below, catching prey mid-angle. No wasted motion, no frantic splashing. Even predators avoid Golduck's territory. Some aquatic Pokémon creatures that live by ambush in deep crevices abandon their grounds when Golduck arrives. Golduck does not vocalize threats. Presence alone is enough. At night, rivers change. Flow cools. Water darkens. Nocturnal insects skim the surface, producing faint buzzing sounds. Smaller amphibians emerge from banks. Golduck rests not completely asleep, but in low-energy mode. Its body floats half-submerged. Its eyes remain open, seeing in moonlight reflections. If a threat approaches, even silently, Golduck reacts instantly. The river bends toward it. Darkness becomes advantage. Golduck's dominance is not simply physical. It is psychological. Smaller groups of Psyduck learn from the presence of Golduck even without direct interaction. One moment stands out. A young Psyduck slips into fast current. Its small body spins, overwhelmed. Without hesitation, Golduck dives, pushes beneath Psyduck, stabilizes its direction, and guides it back to calmer water. No roar, no display, pure instinct. Evolution refines sensitivity into control. What once crippled Psyduck now empowers Golduck. Pain became orientation. Confusion became awareness. Territory is earned. In scientific classification, Golduck fits the ecological niche of an apex aquatic hunter similar to otters, seals, even river dolphins. Apex species not only survive, they govern movement, structure, habitat, behavior, and influence ecological flow. For Golduck, territory becomes a living map. The boundaries are not static, they shift with season, moon phase, rainfall, and ground vibration. Yet Golduck interprets it all, naturally. A scientist once recorded Golduck mapping an entire river section in minutes. Where man-made scanners needed hours, Golduck understood instantly. This awareness translates to power. Golduck does not lose fights in its territory, not because it is strongest physically, but because it understands terrain better than any opponent. And because Golduck hunts efficiently, the ecosystem maintains balance. Weak fish populations recover. Overpopulated species decline. Fast current living is dynamic, yet Golduck stabilizes it. When storms return, those same storms that Psyduck predicts Golduck braces, it does not flee. Its body glides against violent flow. It anchors behind submerged tree roots. The river roars, but Golduck does not break. Only when waters settle does Golduck patrol again, checking for displaced young or isolated creatures. Survival is not accident. Golduck's existence is not passive. Golduck's territory is not just where it lives, it is where it dictates life and safety. Where Psyduck senses disaster, Golduck endures disaster. Where Psyduck retreats, Golduck advances. Where Psyduck fears, Golduck hunts. This evolution completes the ecological arc. The lagoon is childhood. The calm marsh is adolescence. The rushing currents are adulthood. By the time Golduck rises, it belongs to the water fully. No hesitation, no instinct confused, no energy wasted. From apex swimming bursts to calculated territory control, Golduck embodies mastery. The river bends because Golduck knows how to read it. The current shifts because Golduck moves through it. Life follows because Golduck leads. And this will continue endlessly through storms, migrations, scarcity, and floodwaters, because nature always rewards the creature most capable of shaping its environment. Here, Golduck is that creature.